what up tubers, Bunny here alongside my trusty co-pilot Wormy. And today's video we're back in Minecraft, so without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the second part of a tutorial on how to create a city park. If you haven't seen the first part, which I just posted the other day, I recommend that you go back and look at that video before watching this one. Well, Wormy, the plan for this video is to finish building the city park. I'll be doing this side today. So in Friday's video, I showed you how to create a park road, as well as some ideas for a few decorations to put in your park, as well as a restroom. Today's video is going to be covering how to make a flower garden, as well as how to create a playground, some ideas on how to create a playground. You ready to get into it, Wormy? Alright, let's start with the flower garden. So, I'll go over here. I'm going to place some stone bricks, extending about 4 blocks this way. I'm just creating the entrances right now. I'm just going to fill in that gap because otherwise that's going to get real annoying real fast. Then I'll go over to this crosswalk on the opposite side of the fountain, and I'll just extend the sidewalk over here, fill in that gap, and now we have the entrances for either side of the flower garden. So I'm going to pull out some flowers. Let's see, I think I'll start with some of the taller flowers. So I'll grab some rose bushes, lilacs, and peonies. And I'll grab some saplings as well. I'll grow a few trees as long as I'm creating this garden. Why not? In fact, let me go ahead and plant an oak tree right here. Boom, and voila, we got a tree right here. And then I can put some pathways around it. So I'll create a pathway starting at this row right here. So I'll place a stone brick here. And I will just extend this path all the way up to this path right here. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll go ahead and connect the two paths. So there's one part of the pathway. Now I'll go ahead and start creating the other pathway. Now this one will probably extend all the way up to the lake. So it'll get real close to the shoreline. I'll have some railing over here. I'll put some in a moment. But first for the pathway. So I'll extend it along here. And then it can start making its return. And then it connects up with this path. And then I just finish that up. And so there's the pathway system for the flower garden. Oh, great. So over here I have some fencing that goes all the way back to that drive-in theater. I'm going to go ahead and extend this fencing so that it provides a little safety rail between the park and the northern part of this lake right here. And there we go, the fence has been extended, so now people on this side of the park don't have to worry about accidentally falling into the lake right here. In fact, I think I'm going to extend the pathway so that it goes along the fence and just extend it up to where it meets the streets. And there we go. And now, in addition to a future flower garden right here, we got a little pathway going along the shore right here. But anyway, let's get back to the flower garden. That's the main focus of this part of the video. Just finish this section right here. I just heard weird noises. There we go. I have a little triangular intersection right here. I think I'll place a birch tree in the center. Oop, please be a tall one. Okay, good. It's a tall one. And I think I'll surround it with peonies. So there we go. I'll fill in this area here with sidewalk. So really what you do at this point with your flower garden is really up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this part of the garden. Just know that this is simply some ideas for what you can do. Here you go. One flower garden. So let me give you a little tour. So here's one of the entrances. As you walk into the garden, there's a sign, don't pick the flowers. And I mean it, don't pick the flowers. Maybe I should add security cameras. No, let's not add security cameras. We don't need to be that. So there's several paths to take in the garden. If I go left, you go onto this pathway that takes you along the shore of the lake. And over here you've got a little lily pond. And some flowers surrounding it. Rose bushes to the left, lilacs to the right. And on the other side you got your alliums and oxeye daisy. Here you've got cornflowers and poppies, formerly known as roses in Minecraft. Well, not known as, they were roses in the old days. And chickens do not swim, so stay out of the pond. Maybe I should I need to add a sign to the center of this pond. Let me keep going. There's another pathway right here. It just takes you around to the other side of the pond. And I've got a few of these lampposts scattered around the garden. Over here you have your tulips. Got some hedges. An oak tree. There's another sign here. Do not pick the flowers. I will actually take that sign. This is another entrance over here. Over here you got your birch tree with some peonies. And this is where I'll place the third sign. Do not pick the flowers. And that's the flower garden right there. So if I go over to the other side right here, I'm going to place a little gazebo here. So let me show you how to make it. First, I'm going to take some cobblestone and we'll create a base for this. So I'll get rid of this fence right here. And this will be where I put the foundation. So I'll place some cobblestone here, one here, and then we create the main base. So let's place cobblestone like this, 1, 2, 3. And then some more like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fill in this 3 by 3 area with more cobblestone. Grab the egg, find the chicken, and give it back to her. And we get back to work. So then let's grab some birch fence. I said birch fence. And then I'll place some here, here, one here, and then more here. And then I'll add some columns on the edges of the fence. These will act as the support column. And we're going to leave this gap right here because you got to get in and out of the gazebo somehow. I'll place stairs here. And let's connect the path. Let's connect the gazebo to the path here. Alright. So then I'll raise the fencing up one more block like so. I'll go grab the birch gates and we'll place them like so on each side. Now it's time to create the roof. So let's see, which one do I want to get? I'll use the jungle slabs. These are locally supplied wood, keep in mind. The birch wood is from the birch forest that used to make up this peninsula that is now the city park. The jungle wood is coming from the nearby jungle that's just outside of Black Lake city limits. And then oak wood is also being supplied from the nearby woods just right outside town, both regular and dark oak. As you see here, I just finished the gazebo. So let's see. These corners could be a little risky, so I'll go ahead and put birch fencing in here. You gotta get out of here, Chicken Little. Alright, and here's your gazebo. Can't really put much in here, but, well, I think I could put a chair in here, so let's do that. I will grab scaffolding. I will grab, which one would be best for this? I think a birch trapdoor. I'll place scaffolding here, a birch trapdoor here, do that. And you get yourself a little chair. Actually, let's do it like this. And you got a chair that's just facing the lake here. You can't really do chairs at an angle, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's a gazebo. Let me create another lamppost or two. You want right here. Okay, so what about the space here that I may not be able to use? Well, if you have some extra space left in your park that you're pretty certain that you won't be able to use, you can just plant some more foliage down. Just to kind of fill that space with a little more nature. How's that? That'll work. And then you can use your bone meal and scatter more foliage around this open area of park. Okay, and I see that in this particular case, it's just going to be a bunch of grass. That's okay. Like I said, we're just worrying about filling this space. In fact, I think I could place another tree here. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so I just got done planting a little more foliage along the edge of the lake right here. How's this look, Wormy? Milkweed. Cool. So I think I'm going to take some dandelions and I'm going to take some poppy. I'm just going to put a row along here, just along this path. Let's see, I'm going to grab another birch tree and then I think I'll plant one more tree right in this area and boom, and that should take care of the flower garden. And there we go. That completes the flower garden. And there's some space here. I might add some stuff in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it blank. Milkweed. Okay, so the flower garden has been made. Let's go ahead and create the playground, shall we, Wormy? Milkweed. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend this sidewalk just so that it's a little bit wider. And that way it ends up being a little bit closer to where I'm going to build the playground. So one corner of the playground is going to go here. Right where I'm creating this hopefully irregular enough shape. So I'm going to play some iron bars, so I'll use some ladders. I'm actually going to grab a barrier. Disclaimer, as I make the park's playground, I use a few of these barriers. Basically, you place it down, it'll show this knot symbol right here as long as you're holding a barrier in your hand. When you take it out, the not symbol disappears, and you're left with an invisible block that you would not realize is there unless you walked right into it or stood on top of it. So I use these to allow for some tricks that are otherwise supposed to be invisible. Now this is something that's going to be reserved for creative mode only. If you are in a survival world, then you could use glass instead, because you can still place ladders on there and you can still do some of the things that would otherwise use the barrier. Might not look as nice, but it will still work. Yes, I use my save toolbar just to allow myself to grab some of these rare items without having to use the give command every time. So I'll place some iron bars going up 2 blocks. This will create the first tower. Let's see, barriers. Okay, they don't affect the iron bars at all. I'll place ladders here. Now to create the main platform. So I'm going to use some light gray wool to create the surface. So I'll just create a little platform like this, add the ladder here, and now we can climb this to get up here, and I'm just going to drop down for a moment. And yeah, you can also go underneath here as well. I'm going to place some more iron bars like so. And there we go. Now, next thing I'm going to do, Wormy, is I am going to create a crawl tunnel. Milkweed? Yeah. Yeah, basically you go into it and then you just crawl your way through, shimmy, shammy. So I'll create about 3 blocks across. I'll create another platform right here. I'll have to extend the sand pit just a little bit. Okay, Wormy, you gotta understand this. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with crawl tunnels. Milkweed? And of course that's for whatever reason, you know what I mean? Milkweed. So I'm placing a trapdoor here just to give a reference point for placing this trapdoor. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And let's see, I'm going to need to do a couple more oak trapdoors here so that I can accomplish the same thing on the rest of this tunnel. So I'm do it like so. Close those trapdoors. Do this. Run over to the other side. Do this. Now watch this. Uh-huh. Crawl tunnels! Yeah! Milkweed. So then with these iron bars, I'm going to go ahead and do this up at the top, just to act as a support column. And now we need to create a little roof. Let's see, let's make it a rocket-themed roof. So I'll get red wool. Let's see, I'm actually going to... You know what, now that I place this here, I'm going to go ahead and delete it and replace it with red wool blocks surrounding the whole thing. And then a little cap at the top, and there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, we need some railings right here for safety measures. I will lift up these trapdoors here. Let's see, I'll extend, I'll put some more iron bars here. Let's create another red roof. Now I'll grab an iron trapdoor. I'm going to grab a birch gate. And I'll create some monkey bars. Now the design for this is inspired by the YouTuber Magma Musin. Or actually, he goes just by the name Magma now, doesn't he? Yeah, he does, so... This design is inspired by the YouTuber Magma. Let's see, I'm adding some barriers down at the bottom to make the monkey bars a little more functional. Actually, if you want to really make them functional, do this. There we go. And then, hook, hook. Well, I could do the second hook, except for the fact that there isn't a platform right here. Well, actually, there is now. So I'll add some more iron bars here. Create another red roof. That. And now look, functional monkey bars. Hook, hook, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to place some more iron bars here. I said iron bars here. Create these support columns. And that'll probably take care of the playground itself, or the main structure anyway. Now we need to build a slide. For the slide, I'm going to take some stone stairs. I am actually going to extend this playground piece by 1 block. So now it's a block wider. We can fix the roof. And now to create the slide, do this. Stair here, stair here, stair here, stair here, stair here. Well, you're trying to just go for the stair here. A stair here, and a stair here. And then flip around to the other side. Stairs, 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 stair. Milkweed. No, not stare. Stare. There's a difference. And there you go. Now you've got a slide. And you can go backwards, which you're probably not supposed to do. In fact, if I recall from my childhood, I think I sometimes recall my parents discouraging me from climbing up the slide. Let's go for a ride. Whee! Oh! And how about this for an idea? A little splash zone at the bottom of the slide. So, how does that work? Well, let me add some water and then I will determine that for myself. Whoa, 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 wait, what the, whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, we're not doing that. Okay, so I added some more sand, and now we have this little playground thing here. Oh, we need one last thing here. So I am going to add a fireman's pole right here. And so now, go over here. Whee! And you got sand to break your fall. Now if I go over here, I'll create a swing set. Now, I say that the monkey bar design is inspired by the YouTuber Magma, but really most of this playground idea here is inspired by Magma. I'm just giving you my version of the playground. So over here I'll place some iron bars like so. I'll raise them up 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Do that. And then I'll extend it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th, I will create this T section right here. And then I will bring the iron bars down. And now we have the frame of the swing set. So now let's see. I'll grab an oak fence this time. Well, let's see, what else do I have? I'm going to grab bronze stained glass. This will act as the pretend rope for the... Okay, so it's not too visible, but I think I can still make it work. Yeah, so 3 ropes like this. And then I'm going to grab a spruce trapdoor. I'm just going to place wool right here for now. And place trapdoors here. And now you've got your swings. I need to change that. Alright, so I'm going to take oak fences. I don't want to use the iron bars because I already used them for the frame. So I really don't want to use them again. What the... Ow. Right, they're trapdoors. They're trapdoors. And there we go, now we got a swing set. So, playground has quite a few things now. It's got monkey bars, a crawl tunnel, a slide, there's a ladder to let you climb up, fireman pole, swing set. I think this playground looks just about good for this park. What would you say, Wormy? Malfrey. Okay. I will fill in the rest of this area with sand. And let's see. Is there anything else? Maybe a pathway to kind of close in the playground. There we go. Something like this. And now the playground is surrounded by pathways. And actually, I'm going to turn this into a three-way intersection, or not three-way, well, it's three-way intersection, but it's going to be a triangular-shaped intersection. And I think that's going to be everything for on designing this park. I'll take care of some other little details in the space that remains. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this episode of Minecraft. So I'm thinking in the next video, I'm going to go back to Kerbal Space Program, and I'm going to do a rather silly idea for a spacecraft. Milkweed. I am going to launch a hot dog wiener into space. Milkweed? Yep, the part colors that I can choose from allow me to create such an interesting design. Milkweed. Trust me, Wormy, you have not heard everything yet. Far from it. I trust you that with me, you are going to hear a lot more things that you thought you would never hear. Milkweed. So as I close, just remember this. What I showed you in this tutorial, in these past two videos, these are simply just ideas that you can include into your own city parks. You do not have to do exactly what I did. But in addition to completing this tutorial, this also provides the city of Black Lake with its city park. And if I didn't do a tutorial on how to create a park, this would probably have been just another Black Lake episode. But anyway, that's going to conclude this video. So for Wormy Cat Pellier, I'm the Imaginative Astro Bunny. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. India Alpha Bravo, Milkweed, checking out.